I'm back. It's been another few weeks, and I have been trying very hard to find the right time to record this. I'm gonna try soft spoken tonight. Let me know if any of you like it. As I said in my last video, it has been very hard for me with my current job to find times where I can record. It's been a bit of a point of contention. I have not told my boss what I do. I don't think they would understand. But I have decided that one way or the other, I am going to record anyway. I finally found a way of somewhat, as you can probably tell from the atmosphere, been able to black out my window that's right by my computer. It is currently 3:28 in the afternoon for me, and I do not work today, so it is time to simply record a video. I got another candle too, as the last one I was using was it was getting a bit dark, and it was not very helpful for the lighting composition. That's been another thing that's been weighing on me about the channel, is that I don't really like the composition. The lighting has been great, I like it, but I was thinking I might invest in like strip lighting or other such things to give it a little extra, zing. I struggle with perfectionism, and it has been hard for me to consistently upload knowing that I'm not doing as good as the professionals. But I'm slowly making my way over that hill, realizing that I just need to create. Because I like sitting here and being candid and just whispering. Life is really hectic, I think, for everybody right now, no matter where you are, but this just feels like I can step away and just be calm, and I like that. I very much like that. And I get to talk about my books, and I get to just do little things that make my brain happy, like tapping. So, I'm back, and that was a short little ramble letting you know, all that's happened in, the last few weeks that I've been gone after I released a video stating I'd be back. Well, I am. I haven't gone anywhere. It's just been tricky. But I have a few new things today. And I have no idea how it's gonna go. But we're gonna try it. This, make sure I'm getting that angle right. There we go. Is one of my Army Painter brushes for when I paint minis for Warhammer and Dungeons and Dragons. I don't often make Warhammer minis personally, but I have, and this is good for that. The bristles are kind of stiff. I didn't take care of this one as well as I should have. I need to get a new one, but I thought it might be good for that. It has that little reverberation at the end when you pull it off of the mic cover. It's a little bit more satisfying, I think, than my ceramic chopsticks that I used in the past. So, let's try some more. As you can see, there it is. The let's try to get in like it's a little bit like a highlighter where it's like at an angle. And I think brushing it with the grain sounds a bit better. But let me know what you think. It also seems to pick it up a bit stronger when I move it along the top of the mic rather than the sides. And I think that might be because the pop filter I have on is thicker on the sides. I also like taking the time to do this because it's a test of my patience as well. From the beginning of this channel, which was 4 videos ago or so, have been committed towards making 30 or so plus minute videos. And that was not unintentional. I, as a person, have a very short attention span. And that's not good. I try to balance that out whenever I can, and this is a pretty good way to do that. It's another reason why I like books. They stop you from the high speed pace of everyday life and force you to imagine word by word. I mean, I've always liked books, but it's a nice side effect of them. I recently started reading 2 books. When I'm reading like a storybook, like a novel, I typically read one at a time. But when I'm reading like history books or theology books, I'm trying to like broaden my horizons, things like that, I tend to read 2 or 3 at the same time. I found that it helps me consolidate the information more. I don't know if that's like common. Let me know if you do the same thing, I guess. If you're a student, maybe. I don't know. But the 2 books I've been reading are a book of Celtic mythology and a book of Celtic mysticism. And you might be thinking, William, that sounds like similar things. And you're right, they are. But the book of Celtic mysticism focuses more on the real world applications and traditions of the people who, were Celtic in the olden days. Whereas the book of Celtic mythology, it focuses more on their stories that they told, their beliefs in the more metaphysical sense. It's very interesting to see how they differ, which is not much, but they do every once in a while, the subjects. In the book of Celtic mysticism, it's very much about how like people still practice it. It's very like eclectic religious belief type of thing. It's very guru. But I do like learning about it, whether I be a believer or not. I think it's really important to gain perspective on other people's lives and how they live them. I've been watching. Oh gosh, I don't want to fuck up this name. Oh, I swore. Don't get mad at me, YouTube. It won't happen again. I don't want to mess up this name. But I've been watching a lot of Tranquility ASMR. Tranquility. I'm sorry. And she does a lot of soft-spoken stuff. And I've been realizing that that soothes me more than just whispering. So I've decided to try it. If you like it, please let me know. Let's try the other side of this. It's picking it up a little. Not much, though. But those were the books I've been reading, going back to that subject. Also, if you hear cars in the background, I apologize. That is an unfortunate side effect of me recording during the day, and it might be a necessary evil. I do hope the atmosphere is still what you've all been loving so far. I think that one's very good noise. I'm gonna keep doing this until it's about 15 minutes on the video. I feel like that's a pretty good place to stop it. I like to put limits on myself to keep the videos going, at least smoothly. Helps my brain. Oh, before I forget. Oh, that's loud. The candle I'm using today is Vanilla Cinnamon Brulee from Tuscany Candle, and it smells amazing. Let's put that right back where it was. There we go. So it's not too bright. I've had a few comments saying that the darkness of the video helps them fall asleep, and I get that. Something that I dislike is when a video is too bright. It makes the screen flare up and it can just make it difficult to fall asleep. I don't actually watch ASMR to fall asleep. I typically watch it while I'm doing work at my computer, or when I'm particularly stressed out. I've also been slowly learning the art of how to properly YouTube. It's apparently a lot more than you'd think. Complicated process and all that. Apparently you should be consistently uploading once a day. And that's kind of obvious. I've kind of always known that. Oops. Hopefully I can still make up for that lost time. Click that follow button, comment, and perhaps subscribe. It always makes me cringe when all of the advice is like, you have to say those words. No one's gonna follow you if you don't. It's just like, okay, well, I cringe. It's a cringy thing to do. But apparently I have to do it, so like, comment, subscribe. I hope this video finds you in a very like, comment, and subscribe part of your life. Alright, I'm done with the bit, I promise. But I'm sure you all know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody does it. It's part of the game, right? But it's incredibly funny. At least to me. Hope it is to you too. Well, I've gone over my limit, but I actually quite like this trigger. I don't know why. I'm hearing it in my headphones too. Oh, maybe I can... I'm hearing it in my headphones too. And it's soothing. I could do the whole 30 minutes like this. Let me know if you want me to do like a full video with just all of my different brushes. I don't have a ton, but I can even get more. I will happily do it. Alright. We'll go a little longer. To make me happy. Another thing that I really want is like a 3DO. But that is so far out of my price range. So, in the future maybe. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I get way too carried away with this one. The next trigger is tape. I have seen some people use tape very effectively in ASMR. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off or if this is going to be way too loud, but let's try. I'm terrified. I take everything back. That was heavenly. And the lovely side effect is that I'm cleaning my mic. Let's try from the other side. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I work as a stalker. STOCKER, for any of those who got terrified when I said that. I stock shelves, and it's not a glamorous job, I'll tell you what. I'm not exactly fond of it, I'll tell you that. But I do like the people I work with. That little pop at the end is nice. something that I really want to do in the future is upgrade my setup. I think my camera angles are a bit wonky, and that's because I don't really have, one, a good camera, and two, I don't really have the proper setup to get the right angle. So hopefully soon I can. I would very much like to be doing ASMR full time. Let me tell you what. But if I want to be able to do that, well, I gotta upload every day. And I want to, I do. It is certainly a goal of mine. I've tried thinking of other things I can do on YouTube. Mainly because I, like many others like me, desperately wish to escape corporate hell. I was thinking of doing something with D&D, but my heart was never really in it. Like, ASMR is genuinely like the one thing I enjoy doing. I mean, I've already been here 20 minutes, and I'm not bored at all. I like doing this. It's calming. More people should. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. That's a nice sound too. For a while, I wanted to be a Skyrim streamer, but I think my mannerisms are just a bit lax for Twitch, for gaming Twitch anyway. I think they're perfect for this style of content. But there was an old ASMR channel, I don't know if he still uploads, called ASMR Nerd. He took a break, I know that much. But he used to do like Skyrim videos, and he would just like walk through like one of the holds, and it would just be super calm. And I've been thinking of like mimicking that style of content, not in like a plagiaristic way, but in a sort of like an homage to sort of way. Cause like Skyrim is one of my like relaxation games, and it would be fun to do that as well. So I might do that if that's something people be interested in. I think I'm still in the process of gauging what everybody's interested in. YouTube is a very competitive market, and it's hard to be the best at any one thing. But and I've just kind of been doing my own thing. And I think that's the right play. Because, I mean, it helps me find the people who want to see me in front of the camera, you know? But, that said, if you all have any requests, all ears. I read all the comments. So, thank you all for your kind words, by the way. There was a few people who were it seemed genuinely happy to see me upload again after so long. I was like, oh, that's a good feeling. I do just like rambling. That might be my niche. I don't know. It is fun for me. Let me know if you want more tape sounds as well. This has been thoroughly enjoyable. I think this video is a success. Alright, let's move on to my last trigger. It's not necessarily a new one, but let me slowly move my chopsticks out of the way so they don't make too much noise. They are quite loud if I'm not careful. Here we go. I don't know how excited everyone else is for this movie. I'm also a bit on the fence about whether I'm excited about it or not, but I thought it would be thematic anyway. So, we will be tapping on Homer's The Iliad and the Odyssey. It's a favorite. People love tapping noises. I love tapping noises. This is unfortunately just the basic copy of this that you can get on Amazon. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that that is not something that I necessarily love. I like special books, leather-bound copies, you know, artistic copies. This doesn't feel artistic. But I did need a copy for my shelf, so this is effectively a placeholder for me till I can get a better one. Though it does make for some good tapping, because the pages are all incredibly thin. It almost has like an echoing, hollow sound to it. It's up to you if that's metaphorical or not. I certainly think it is. But that's some good stuff right there. On the back it says, See that? There we go. Of all creatures that breathe and move upon the earth, nothing is bred that is weaker than man. I mean, I think worms are pretty weak, but I think it's supposed to be like a metaphor or something. Then again, isn't there like that guy Earthworm Jim? Maybe worms are stronger. Yeah, seems the publisher is Fingerprint Classics, which I think they might be selling through Amazon. They might be an Amazon affiliate or owned by them, I don't know. I'm assuming that is Chiron. I'm gonna level with you all. I haven't read this yet. I read the Iliad in high school, and I remember none of it. But it's the reason why it's on my shelf, so I can read it eventually once I get through everything else. I don't actually think there are too many illustrations in this book. Pages are like, I mean, I can't say paper thin, but they're thin. And there we have it, the 3 triggers of the day. I hope you enjoyed them. I don't think I'm gonna log off just yet. Might ramble a bit more. But I hope you enjoyed those. I like relaxing. Put down the last trigger and I can just sort of sit here and just talk. Might be my favorite part of my videos. But I hope you've all been well, genuinely. You've all been very kind to me in the comments, except for that one person who said there's still time to turn to God. That did make me laugh, though, so good on ya. Nah, but let me know what you do want to see from my videos. I fear I might be at the end of my road when it comes to finding things to talk about. So, there's that. Please do, actually, jokes aside, if you do like the content, subscribe. I am planning on releasing more. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. And if you do want to help me grow my channel, which I would greatly appreciate, commenting and liking really does help. It pushes the content out to more people who might also in turn like and comment. It's the whole algorithm game, right? So it would really help me out. Thank you for all of those who have followed me and have left nice words. And thank you for all of those who have just stopped by and enjoyed the sounds and, all that jazz. I hope you all have a great night. And I suppose if it is night, if it's during the day, I hope you all have a productive and great day, stress-free. If it's night, I hope you have a good night. And I will see you in the next one, which will hopefully be tomorrow or soon. now that I have a way of doing it during the day, hopefully I can mitigate some of the scheduling conflicts. So I'll see you then. Bye.